Here are free, actually useful crosshairs for Marvel Rivals, guaranteed to make you aim better. These are tried and true from decades of shooter experience, not just from me, but from all kinds of pros, leading all the way back from Quake in the 90s. Before I do show them, just remember that simple crosshairs will always be ideal, because you should never actually focus on your crosshair when you are aiming or shooting, but instead your eyes should be at the thing you are aiming at that you want to hit. And if you have a complicated crosshair with a lot of bells and whistles, that really just complicates the process. It bogs down your aim, and it forces you to pay attention to the crosshair rather than to the target that you actually need to be looking at. So anyways, here are 3 suggestions. First, we have the tried and true simple dot. An outline will help if you have visibility issues here, and you probably should have one anyways, but you should really only use this crosshair if you have really good raw aim. The dot does make it easier to track targets, as all you have to do is just keep the dot on the target. And the size of the dot varies depending on the hero you are playing, or maybe the type of ranges you normally engage in. If you are looking for very high precision shot, you might want a dot that's like 15 in size or smaller. But if you are tracking enemies, or you're fighting enemies that are mid to close range, or if you're using like a Punisher shotgun or you're playing Star-Lord, you could increase the size so you don't lose it in the middle of the action. Then of course there's the classic cross-shaped crosshair with a gap in the middle. The lines on the sides help with flicking and stopping your crosshair onto the target once you reach the point you want to get it to, either vertically or horizontally. And since it has a gap in the middle, you'll be aiming for that gap, and when you see your enemy inside of the gap between the lines, that's when you know you're gonna hit your target. Sort of the opposite of the dot in a way. And third, there's this crosshair, which is sort of a mix of both, but with the reticles more spread out. This gives you a dot to aim for, but you still have some lines to assist you and help you initially get your aim on the target. In the most cases, you'll get the most value with a green crosshair with a black outline, as this will provide the best contrast and visibility. But obviously, if you have different settings for the enemy hero outlines, or you have a color blindness, this might be a bit different. Personally, I usually go for white but black outline, because that can never really go wrong. I'm currently working on a more in-depth video. If you guys are interested in hearing more about crosshairs and how you can fine-tune it yourself, make sure you hit the follow or the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys there.